The mere mention of Japan paints images of peaceful Zen gardens, lush and abundant sweet cherry blossoms, or even Tokyo's frenetic and futuristic skyscrapers. But to millions of people around the world, Japan brings to mind beloved characters like Mario and Luigi, Totoro, Gohan and Goku of Dragon Ball Z, and Pikachu, household names that have become as iconic as Mount Fuji. Let's look at two movements that have paved the way for Pikachu, Mario, and Luigi to become global ambassadors of the land of the rising sun. Manga, or printed cartoons or comics, and anime, the Japanese term for animated films. Manga, literally whimsical pictures, is typically released in serialized chapters. This allows a manga artist to build suspense and develop characters over a longer time. Eiichiro Oda's One Piece is the best-selling manga of all time by some margin. The manga is still ongoing, yet has already accumulated sales of over 500 million units. The entire industry has an estimated value of $12.1 billion in 2022. Anime, on the other hand, has captured the imagination of billions of children and adults the world over. Japanese animation traces its history back to 1917 when animators Hekoten Shimakawa, Seitaro Kitayama, and Junichi Kuchi each successively released animated films. After World War II, the industry flourished with the help of characters such as Astro Boy, so much so that production companies have aimed to become the Disney of the East. Beginning in the 90s, Japan viewed overseas markets as targets for its artistic outputs. International ratings and distribution channels also became a focus of attention and importance. Merchandising became part of the basic business model for all the television anime being produced. In 2022 alone, the Japanese anime industry generated a staggering $9.2 billion overseas, with merchandising sales reaching $4.1 billion. Anime and manga, once considered a niche genre, have been intergenerationally infused throughout the decades and have become deeply assimilated within the basic fabric of Japanese society. They have served as a mirror reflecting the changing times, societal shifts, and evolving values of the Japanese populace across generations. Not only do they contribute largely to Japan's economy, but characters like Doraemon, Sailor Moon, and Pokemon's Ash and Serena have become unlikely Japanese ambassadors who bring tremendous goodwill and affinity for the country, and has positioned Japan as a significant influencer in the global pop culture scene. Through these mediums, Japan continues to share its unique culture and values with the world, further strengthening its cultural ties with global audiences.